Inconsistencies with the baseballs. Let's dive into this. Al Leiter pitched a long time in the big leagues. Are the baseballs, we've talked to a lot of people today regarding this topic, are the baseballs different than before in any way?
I can't definitively say it is, but I would say based on how they make baseballs, they're all a little different. So when I hear a guy that says, yeah, they're different or they feel different. Yeah. Because they're made individually by somebody in Costa Rica who's putting
They're handmade.
They're handmade. So even though the product and the material are all the same, how you wind it up and tighten it up, they're different. I mean, I was able to easily, I think maybe with a bat for you, I could get a ball from an umpire and go, nah, get another one. Oh, yeah, this is good. So based on seam and also, I don't know whether it was a placebo, but the weight.
As a hitter, one ball in another place will be darker than another place.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that.
So one will be a little wider, one will be a little darker.
I'm glad you said that.
And I would notice it, and guys would complain about it.
All right, so I'm glad you said that because the inconsistency, in my opinion, and I've been retired now for a while, 06. When did you retire?
A year and a half ago.
Okay, so he's close. Home plate umpires used to rub the baseball. And they'd sit out in front of the umpire's room. And we got some of Secaucus's mud.
Oh, that's Secaucus swamp mud.
I went out and got some mud. But here, it used to be. Can you see this? It was pretty brown, right? I mean, it was darker. And in some instances, I will say, and this is not the real Mississippi mud, folks, but some umpires, Durwood Merrill, I remember Durwood. Man, when Durwood was behind the plate, you had a dark baseball. Some guys would just sit there and they really enjoyed rubbing up the baseball. What does it do? There's a little bit of a slickness to every baseball, and I'm going to show you another baseball, that there's kind of a film, if you will, that allowed, if you didn't rub the shine off of it, to create some sort of drag or some sort of consistency of, in this case, mud, the ball would do some funny things. Like I could make a ball sail if it doesn't have the rub. So I think even at the end of my career, and you said that there were darker baseballs, and it was probably now because clubhouse guys, the umpire clubhouse guys rub it. The inconsistency comes with not having a consistent person or people rubbing the baseball the same way.
There needs to be a uniform way
of
putting dirt on baseballs.
I can't tell you how much, I don't know if people at home realize, but this having the mud on it that allows the shine, if you will, to get off of the baseball helps.
Now hold them next to each other, just into that camera right there, so people can see the difference.
All right.
That's dramatic.
But now, here, grab this ball. Mm-hmm. I feel it?
Yep.
Keep feeling it.
I'm doing it.
All right. I did it because he's not a player. All right.
I feel a difference. I do. This is tackier.
Well, not even tackier, but
I feel like
it's not as slick.
You feel
it's like that paper, that paper feel.
Right. This is
that dryness.
So here's the rub. I don't know what the rosin bag is doing if you can't get liquid, either sweat
you need moisture
or water.
Yeah, that's why you see guys go into their hair.
So this right here, it's chalky. You see that?
Blazer,
here, rub your hand. Rub your hand.
Okay, I just did
like that. That doesn't do it. But if you had water, thank you.
We're gonna make a huge mess.
Go. Put your hand.
Oh my.
All right, now rub. So keep rubbing.
Yeah.
So if you had a little.
Now it's jelly. Now it's jelly.
So now when I get the ball, Greg, you're not a pitcher. You put what? High school, little league? What'd you do? Go.
I can feel that.
All right. So it's got a little something, right?
Can we feel the other one?
I mean, the fact that you have moisture. So here's the deal. Early in the season, cold cities,
very cold,
or windy, where you can't get a sweat, you have a difficult time getting a grip on the baseball.
So are we going back to substances on baseballs? Do we need to curb our enthusiasm
I would think so.
on, there are no more substances on baseballs anymore. Pitchers aren't having anything tacky on their hands.
Maybe an international rag. Something that works for everybody.
Yeah.
Kind of like a pine tar.
You're talking about a towel behind the mound.
Just anything that could be international, right? And you know what? And if they're messing with it.
Are we talking pine tar?
Anything that would make it a little stickier. And if they mess with it, you know what? You're suspended half the year.
I didn't
like
pine tar. Pine tar was
but maybe
was
for you, but maybe somebody else kind of did.
So here
you
it
just kinda
is.
put it there.
And I love the fact that I'm retired now. And it bothers me, and you'll have a different answer because you had to hit this stuff. It bothers me when they say, well, you were cheating with having something sticky. No. I needed a grip. When I played in a northern city in April or late in the season and I couldn't get a grip, and I'm standing on the mound, and it feels like a cue ball. Like I can't get a grip. Is that what we want?
No.
Because you're worried about spin rate, and now
players,
we're worried about guys that don't know where it's going?
Maybe the league took it a little too far, but the players certainly took it a little too far.
Great point.
Because I was getting some sliders just a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, that I was going back into the dugout, and I was saying, I've never seen anything like that.
Okay, all right. So
sliders will start in left field, and they would end in my back foot.
So let's go here. Greg, we got something. The PA, commissioner's office, owners, whatever.
Yeah.
We got to find something that you as a hitter, me as a pitcher, everybody in the game goes, yeah, you know what?
This
good.
works. International. Something that
But
works.
it's
for
time out.
everybody.
The league might say what's working now, what they're using now is working. The ball's in
Right.
play more. Strikeouts are down. Walks are down.
And the hit
Early-
batters are down.
The early data right now, it looks good
Okay.
with the way the baseball is at the moment.
Okay.
The New York Mets might be an outlier.
So
the
here-
New York Mets may be an unfortunate coincidence. Hit by pitches through the first 20 days. You take a look at 2022 compared to 2021. I mean, that's significant. There were more batters hit by pitches last year through this many games.
But that's also the peak. We're talking peak to not peak with the 260 and whatever. We're down from, like I'd like to see that extrapolated over from 70s, right on through. With the
first 20 games.
Well, that was 2021.
Maybe a universal.
Can we put that up there
rep.
one more time? That graphic. Hit by pitches through first 20 days entering Wednesday. In 2021, 260 players
Got
were
that,
hit.
Greg.
What?
I'd like to see 1980. 1990. Hey,
Clearly, there were fewer back in the day.
let's find something that everybody can agree on.